Welcome, Reflections. You are over here with Terethia. Hit the like and subscribe button because you seen the title. We are back for part two of the Super Bowl ritual. Now, if you missed part one, Super Bowl ritual, then definitely go check out that video. I'll try to link it in the description box below, but you should be able to find it because I think I just uploaded it. So, with that being said, Reflection, we are back for part two. Now, part three is actually going to be uploaded on Rumble. We're going to get into Ursha and Taylor Swift a little bit more over there on Rumble. I can't put that on YouTube Reflection, okay? So with that being said, part two, we are here talking about the Nigerian family, the CEO Reflection. Um of a he was a banker, Reflection, a billionaire. On top of that, you get what I'm saying, Reflection. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Let's see what's going on. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much, Reflection, because I don't want them to start striking my ass. Get behind my spaceship, okay? Remember, everything over here is alleged. Everything over here is what I heard around the block, up the street, up the corner, across the street from the Super Bowl. That's what I heard, Reflection, okay? So with that being said, get your roll up, get your pull up, because you are officially in with the crew. If you don't do either, don't even worry about it. You can still jump in my spaceship, Reflection, okay? Now remember, whenever Medea, because we know the TV, the television, what does the television do? What does it do? My crew finna tell you. Drop in the comments. Let them know. They Reflection. They tell illusion. The television tells illusions. That's why it's black. A scrying mirror. A scrying mirror. What do you do with a scrying mirror, Reflection? You project certain things. You create. Do you believe in magic? Entities go in a scrying mirror and they come out of a scrying mirror. For anyone who is new to the crew, let me know. Let me tell y'all how we do over here. Let me tell y'all how we do, Reflection, because this is something that you need to know. This is just the basic. Before we even get into the video, I need you to know that off the top. Before we even go any further about what's going on, I need you to know that firsthand, Reflection, okay? The television is literally there to tell you a vision, okay? The question is, what vision is it telling you, okay? Now, with that being said, whenever it's something is being televised, you better know it's something else going on. If something is going on above, Reflection, there's something going on below, okay? So what does that mean? If something is being televised, it's something in the hidden that's going on very important that you may not know about, okay, Reflection? And you will notice nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun, Reflection. So what do I mean about nothing is new under the sun? Well, if you go back in history, Reflection, shit get to repeating itself. Certain things, if you look back last year, the year before that, the year before that, a couple of more years before that, it's some similarities in these stories, Reflection. And we are about to go down this rabbit hole. Now remember, everything over here is alleged. Everything over here is to spark a thought, spark an idea, Reflection. Go and do your own research. Don't listen to what nobody tell you and just run with it. Now I want you to run like the wind with it, even though the wind don't run, it blow, or does it, Reflection? But listen, listen, listen. Always get your own information, Reflection. Always never listen to what somebody say and just take it 100%. Okay, Reflection. So just keep that in mind as we go through these videos. And another thought that I want you to think about is why this wasn't televised. Why wasn't this televised as big as it should have been? I'm not gonna say it wasn't televised, but it wasn't made a big issue as it should have been. Reflection. This is major. This isn't a thousandaire. This isn't a millionaire. This is a billionaire. And allegedly, he was about to change some shit. Allegedly, Reflection, he was here to start a revolution. Okay, okay, okay. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
So this video is for entertainment purposes only, so they won't try and take it down. And I'm gonna let you guys read some of this stuff without me saying it, so you know. But anyways, this guy right here, Herbert Wigwe for Nigeria. Him, his wife, his kids, 6 others, the pilots, all died in a plane crash. He was on his way to the Super Bowl to enjoy the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. And this is the second attempt, not the first attempt, the second attempt that they tried to do this. And take a look. A little background story on him is him and his business partner bought a bank in Nigeria, and it was the 65th smallest bank in Nigeria out of 89 banks. So they was, very, very small at near the bottom of the barrel. They grew that bank in 2024 to the fourth largest bank in Nigeria, in the continent of Africa. And he was on his track, on the way, on track to make this bank global, just as big as Bank of America, Chase, these type banks that we have over here in the United States. This bank was valued at $30 billion, and he also was a billionaire. This definitely was a problem for the white elites and our power structure. The helicopter, identified by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, crashed near the border between California and Nevada. The New York Times reported today the FAA and the U.S. Transportation Safety Agency are investigating the crash. The crash occurred about 60 miles from Las Vegas. One of the people close to the Wrigley team confirmed that he was expected to attend this weekend's Super Bowl American football event, which is taking place in Las Vegas on Sunday. So this is wild because I was already doing my research, like, what really happened? How did this plane crash? Same thing when Kobe plane crashed. It don't get you to thinking, like, how can someone have a 2023, 2024, whatever year we in, newest jet, newest plane, brand new engine, spotless clean, you know it's gassed up. Like, these isn't no poor people, they billionaires. How they got the best of the best. They planes and this stuff should be equipped with things and technology to let me know exactly what type of weather going to be, what this going to be like, what that's going to be like, the fog and all. It's going to let me know if it's safe to travel with my plane in the conditions of the weather. It's going to let me know, if I'm low on gas, this and third. Like, this stuff, they got the best of the best. These things shouldn't just be crashing out of the blue unless somebody is tampering with them before they takes off, and it's a plan. This guy was on the way to make some big moves. You see how fast and quick he was moving. He went from the smallest bank to the largest bank, almost number one. He was at 4 in a short period of time. So not too much longer, he was going to be at number one. And the thing is, for the ones that don't believe in these allegations and think stuff is conspiracy, you remember Cash App? You got Cash App, don't you? You think it's still being controlled by the founder? No, it's being controlled by them now. Cash App founder Bob Lee was the death in the heart and lung in a fatal attack. You remember when this happened? They wanted full control over Cash App. See, Cash App, people was, making side hustles, money on the side, and no taxes was being disclosed or put out for people to pay taxes on it. That's why after he got unalived, now on Cash App, if you do transactions over $600, they will report it to the IRS where you will be taxed on it. That didn't happen until after he was out of here. That's why I always tell people, if they send me something on Cash App, make sure they send them in increments of 200, 200, 200. Don't send over $600. And then they still, do little stuff. That's a story for another day. But anyways, that's definitely very, very sketchy with him. Another one, if you didn't notice, like last year, 2023, 2022, it was a lot of billionaires just popping up, unalived, every other day. A lot to deal with cryptocurrency and all. This guy right here, Nikoli Mushingi, he was an American businessman, another billionaire, was discovered dead in Puerto Rico next to a beach, drowning. He was listed, his cause of death, he was found, I can't see the word, a member of Maker, a platform cryptocurrency lending. Check this out though. His passing came after several tweets. He claimed that a plot to have him unalived was being carried out by Israeli and American intelligence services, as well as a group known as the pedo elite in these tweets. So right before he got unalived, he was letting people know that they was coming after him. That's crazy. And I could go on and on. It's a lot of them, but I don't want to hold you too long. I just want to get
reflection. You know how my people live when we get to telling shit, we get talking all quiet and shit. We be like, listen, hold on, come close. What we say, come here, why you talking so loud? Listen. Now this is what's really going on, reflection. This is allegedly. Allegedly. Everything over here is alleged. It ain't for real. Shh. Be quiet. You talking too much. Say it again. You want your forehead bigger? Everybody, okay, if you're new to the crew, then you don't know what they mean. But it mean reflection, if you get to talking too much, allegedly, in 3 to 6 months, your forehead gonna come back a little bit bigger than what it was. Now that's just what I heard. In the cloning world, I don't even know reflection. It's what I heard.
Make it make sense. They telling us that the crash happened at 10 p.m. Does this look like 10 p.m. to you? Herbert Wigby, executive at Access Bank. Aircraft went down shortly after 10 p.m. near Interstate 15. Look at the sky. Does this look like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and so on? So what they're trying to get me to believe is that this must have burned to the midnight hour through the morning till they got this footage, which don't make sense. Now, another thing I noticed, the video of the crash does not look like the helicopter that they said they were on, and I seen other people say that. Somebody said the burning aircraft doesn't look like a Eurocopter EC-130, and they doubt that's even him, too. I'm telling you, I'm not the only one thinking this. Look at this. Is this the video of the crash happened about 10 p.m.? Could it be clear this video was taken then? Come on, y'all. Many people believe they assassinated Wigwe and removed his whole family so they could take over and appoint their own people. Come on, y'all.
This we down these conspiracy. Remember, everything over here's alleged. This is what we heard of. Street round the block up the corner. Now we know he was trying to create. You get what I'm saying? A new system of banking reflection. You know they said, listen, you can talk your black power shit. You can move some shit around over there, but what you ain't gonna do, allegedly, reflection allegedly, what you're not going to do is fuck with this change. You are not, and I ain't talking about change.org. I'm talking about this cash. I'm talking about you're not gonna fuck with this money. Allegedly, I think maybe that's what they said.
Is there anybody else in there? Are they alive?
We haven't, I don't know.
I don't even got part
I
of
don't have my phone.
Baby, I'm about to do my injectables. Continue to firm the skin up. It's my birthday. So why not, right? But listen to this report.
A deadly helicopter crash in San Bernardino County claims the lives of 6 people. Good evening. I'm Jory Rand. Michelle Fisher's off tonight. We're learning new information about those who are on board tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter joins us live from Burbank with the latest on the investigation. Leanne?
Jory, that helicopter was operated by Orbic Air, based here at the Burbank Airport. A pilot as well as a safety pilot were on board, along with 4 passengers, one of them the head of a major Nigerian bank.
The deadly crash happened in the middle of the Mojave Desert just after 10 p.m. Friday night. 6 people on board, 2 pilots, 4 passengers, no survivors.
As far as we know, from what was reported from witnesses, that there was fire when the aircraft did contact the terrain.
On board, Herbert Wigwe, CEO of Access Bank, one of the largest banks in Nigeria. Spokesman for Nigeria's president posting on X, Wigwe's death is, quote, a terrible blow for Nigeria and Africa's banking industry. Wigwe's wife, Chizoba, and his son were also on board, as well as Bamifin Amabola Ogunbanjo, former chair of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The crash happened east of the 15 freeway near Halloran Springs Road outside Baker. NTSB investigators say they are looking into reports of downed power lines near the accident site and say they are also investigating if weather may have been a factor.
It was reported by witnesses that there was rain with some wintry mix. We currently have a meteorologist working on our team, and we're working to analyze and get the exact weather conditions.
The Airbus EC-130 is operated.
We don't want to hear it. Reflection. We said, no. We know if he is a billionaire, he should have had the best technology up in there. He should, as soon as he stepped his foot, a projection screen should have came down and said the weather is going to be this, and this. Would you like a soda? Do you want it white? Do you want it brown? What do you want it? Do you want to sit on the left side? Do you want it on the right side? Do you want your seat warm on one side of your cheek and cold on the left side of your cheek? Reflection, he's a billionaire. Nothing is out of his reach. He has access to shit you don't even know about, okay? hit the like and subscribe button. Sometimes we got to think like the programmer and not the program. Reflection. Okay, you gotta think like they be thinking sometime. Reflection. Okay, so Leslie, you gotta think like an assassin. Okay, allegedly. Shit.
Nigerian billionaires were killed in a helicopter crash, allegedly on their way to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. I mean, this is really odd. The case is still ongoing, but let's get into it. Now, this is Hubert Wigwe, the co-founder of Access Bank, one of the largest banks in Nigeria. He was among the 6 people killed in the helicopter crash in California on Friday. Now again, his wife, his son, and a former president of Nigeria's stock exchange were all killed in the crash, along with 2 other crew members. Now, a lot of people have their suspicions on why this actually happened to this couple, because it isn't uncommon for billionaires to take their own private flights, but what was the reason? Could it have been a surplus of weight on the helicopter? Could it have been bad weather, bad timing? Who knows?
We heard that with Aaliyah. You remember Aaliyah? They tried to say reflection allegedly. There's a conspiracy. Rabbit hole. They tried to say Aaliyah plane. We heard that story before. We heard them. We want something new. We don't want to hear nothing about the plane was too heavy because he is a billionaire. This ain't his first time traveling. He know when the plane's too heavy or not. When he put his pinky toe on there, allegedly he should have already knew if the plane was too heavy. We need something else. We don't believe it. This is why we don't believe it. Reflection. Listen.
You guys are probably aware of the Nigerian billionaire who died in a helicopter crash on his way to the Super Bowl. I just found out that there was another helicopter crash just days before this incident. 5 Marines were unalived in a helicopter crash in California, allegedly due to extreme weather. But the fact that it happened in like 3 days is so sad and so crazy. And we were all distracted by the Super Bowl to even mourn the deaths of Mr. Wigwe and these Marines. 4 months ago, there was also an Indian billionaire who died in a plane crash, and 6 people died, which is kind of like eerily similar to Mr. Wigwe's tragic story. What's weird to me is how Biden posted this photo. I don't know. And then people were bringing up the fact how Homelander and the boys lasered an airplane and how Joe Biden's photo reminded them of this. And that's just like extra creepy to me. And I'm not saying that all of these things are connected, but I do have to question why this is happening, because Mr. Wigwe had plans to improve the economy in Nigeria and Africa and to invest in higher education for young people. Honestly, sounds like this man was about to change the lives of millions of people. And it just almost seems like something or someone was trying to stop him. I know that sounds crazy, but let me know what you guys think.
Girl, I think you're right. I think you are on the right path. Now, I'm not saying you're right, but I'm saying I think she on to some reflection. I think she's on to some. What you think?
In Paris and South Africa. So he really was on a vision, on a mission to cement his legacy and create a global banking group. He was also known as a philanthropist, working at the time of his death on the creation of the Herbert Wigwe University, which he wanted to be a world-class institution for Africans. Herbert Wigwe was also a patron of the arts, a known huge art collector who sponsored several art shows on the continent and a show on CNN called African Avant-Garde. So today, many Nigerians are mourning his loss, as well as thousands of underprivileged Nigerians who he created scholarships for through his foundation. A truly sad day for Nigeria, I know.
A huge loss indeed, certainly.
And South Africa. So he really was on a vision, on a mission to cement his legacy and create a global banking group. He was also known as a philanthropist, working at the time of his death on the creation of the Herbert Wigwe University, which he wanted to be a world-class institution for Africans. Herbert Wigwe was also a patron of the arts, a known huge art collector who sponsored several art shows on the continent and a show on CNN called African Avant-Garde. So today, many Nigerians are mourning his loss, as well as thousands of underprivileged Nigerians who he created scholarships for through his foundation. A truly sad day for Nigeria, I know.
A huge loss indeed. Stephanie Busari, live in Lagos. Thank you.
All right, reflection, drop in them comments and let me know. Let me know. We had a little technical difficulties. Let me know, reflection. What do you think about this? What do you think about it? What do you think about it? This was one of the biggest reflection. He was very important, the biggest bankers in Nigeria. This is very important reflection. This ain't no little small time. You get what I'm saying? Banker reflection. He, and not only that, he was going against allegedly the US dollar reflection. He was trying to create something. He was trying to create a whole nother system of banking reflection. And it's not a coincidence. The conspiracy theories like to think that it's not a coincidence that all this happened during one of the biggest rituals of 2024 reflection. We just trying to see what's going on. We ain't even saying nothing. Okay.
To landing in Florida. Look at that right there. A plane coming down on I-75 and colliding with the vehicle. 2 people were killed. And this morning, an investigation is underway. This morning, a horrifying scene on a Florida highway.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nigerian billionaires were killed in a helicopter crash, allegedly on their way to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl. I mean, this is really odd. The case is still ongoing, but let's get into it. Now, this is Hubert Wigwe, the co-founder of Access Bank, one of the largest banks in Nigeria. He was among the 6 people killed in the helicopter crash in California on Friday. Now again, his wife, his son, and a former president of Nigeria's stock exchange were all killed in the crash, along with 2 other crew members. Now, a lot of people have their suspicions on why this actually happened to this couple, because it isn't uncommon for billionaires to take their own private flights, but what was the reason? Could it have been a surplus of weight on the helicopter? Could it have been bad weather, bad timing? Who knows? However, one of the saddest things that I've heard thus far is that his son feared helicopter crashes, and just to know that this is something that happened to him is sickening. And what's even more suspicious is this aircraft did not have a cockpit voice recorder or a flight data recorder. I don't know if this is on some sneaky stuff or what. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below.
All right, reflection. This is a billion. Now think about all the shit that they said that he didn't have. This is a billion. Think about it, reflection. It's $1 billion on the elevator, but it was $1 billion on the plane. Reflection. You got to use your brain. I'm just here to leave a stain on it. That's all I'm here, just leaving stains on brains. Remember, everything in this video is alleged. Everything in this video is what I heard up the street, around the block, up the corner. I see them behind my spaceship. I see them, reflection. So I got to get on up out of here. Until next time, I shall.